Good afternoon, everyone. It's Sal Stretford. Let me get my screen sorted. There you go. What's going on, everyone? It's Sal Stretford. How you're doing? And welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's having a fine Saturday afternoon, guys. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. Guys, before I start, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash a like on the video if you guys can do that. Look, you know what's going on at the moment? What's going on? Lots of disgruntled fans around, lots of annoyance, lots of anger. And look, do I blame the fans for being angry, frustrated? No, I don't. But what I would also like to bring, as I always do, is a little bit of realism within where we are right now. We're in June, guys. It is the 20th of June. Guys, I know that we need to get deals done. I know more than anyone else that Man United need to get deals done. I know it's frustrating. I know it's annoying. I know that we can't, we're fidgeting and arguing amongst each other. But that's not going to work. What we have to do, right, is be a little bit more like, let's kind of see. Let's see what happens. You know what? Let's see what happens by the 7th of July when our preseason starts. As I've always said, end of June, we should know a lot more by the end of June. Now, look, time is ticking. And as I've always said, as time ticks, my level of frustration is going higher and higher. But I'm hiding it very well. Can you tell? I'm hiding it very well that Man United, I know that Man United will get transfers through the door. Is it going to be enough transfers through the door? In my opinion, I don't think we're going to sign enough players this summer. Ruben Amorim already said that we're not going to get all the deals done this summer. The biggest frustration, of course, is no bids coming in for our players as of yet. Nothing is going on in regards to selling players. Nothing's going on in regards to bringing players in. Now, as I've said, Mbeumo deal is done. I'm not going to shy away from that. I'm not going to flip-flop from that. There is a deadline on the Mbeumo deal, which is the 30th of June. So hopefully by the 30th of June, we should know a lot more about Mbeumo and what the heck is going on in regards to Mbeumo. I'm hearing the deal is done. I believe it from very, very important person. But you know what? Football happens, doesn't it, sometimes at the end of the day? And let's wait and see what happens, guys. So Mbeumo is done, in my opinion. We got two players through the door. Man United need a whole magnitude of transfers done, to be honest with you. Ins and outs. It's not just about signing players. It's about players leaving the football club as well. That's what's important as well. We're not doing any business. That's the big overriding problem at Man United, as we feel so far. Look, you know what? I understand that things take time. I'm a very patient guy. I believe that perfection takes time. I'm not saying that they're perfect. Absolutely not. Far from it. But what I'm saying is that, what I believe is that when these transfers are dragging out so long, why are we not getting any communication? Why are we not getting any clarification from the board, from Ineos, etc., etc.? What's going on? Because at the end of the day, when you give us a silent treatment, and we're guessing, oohing and ahhing and stuff, you get people starting to get a little bit disgruntled, isn't it? And it is annoying. I know it's annoying, and it's getting annoying for me. But I have not changed from where I was from the beginning. End of June, we'll know a lot more. Now we're on the 20th, and I did say if it gets to the end of June, then you're going to see me starting to get, the volume, it's going to start getting a little bit higher. Do you know what I mean with me? The volume will get a little bit higher. But I understand it's just June. I'm not going to jump, because if they sign some players, I'm not going to get slapped on my face at the end of the day. So I'm going to be like, okay, let's wait and see when the preseason starts in July. Let's wait and see where we are. Look, Man United have never always notoriously signed players in time, especially under Alex Ferguson, when we had the likes of Dwight York and the likes of Wayne Rooney, like Dimitar Berbatov, Cantona, loads of players. At the end of the day, like we never signed players like, easy going. Man United have been like that through history, unfortunately. But what I would say is that Man United right now are in a unique position. We're in a unique position in regards to where we finished, which we never finished, not in our lifetime, apart from people who can remember 1974, not in our lifetime have we finished this low in the league. So what Man United need, they need deals done, and they need deals done quickly, guys, because we got a lot of work to do and we can't be faffing about, etc. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? Absolutely. But guys, anyway, look, you know what I would say is that in an Mbeumo deal, for me, a few final details need to be ironed out. As I've said, for me, that is done. Unless something miraculous happens. And of course, guys, it's not about, being right and wrong and this and that. Football happens. Things happen. No one expected Thomas Frank to get sacked. No one expected that, Postecoglou to get sacked, etc., etc., etc. So obviously that is football. Football can happen like that. Absolutely, absolutely spot on with that. Guys, But anyway, let's move on, guys. I've got my theory about the Gyokeres situation. Of course, Victor Gyokeres has not signed for any football club at the moment, subject to loads of rumours that are going around. And what I believe is that, firmly believe that Gyokeres knows what he's doing, but he's playing the game. He's playing the game. He's keeping stump. He's keeping quiet. You know, he's on holiday at the moment, chilling out, whilst we are oohing and ahhing and you know, what's going on with him? What's going on? Why is he not signed for us? Why is he not signed for Arsenal? What are we going to move on for Gyokeres? But the fact of the matter is, right, in regards to Gyokeres and his camp, they are playing a media PR circus. That's what they're doing at the moment. And you know what? I feel like in regards to Gyokeres, he's one of those players who think, you know what? The world is at my feet. I don't care. You know, I don't care what you say. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to decide what I'm going to do. I'm going to spread rumors around. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm not saying he's spreading rumors, but what I'm saying is that he's run by his agent. And now that Pedro Mendes is involved as well, that should be better. But obviously, his agent is obviously causing a lot of noise, you know, and controversy around, you know. And what are we doing? What are Man United doing? Are Man United bidding for Gyokeres? Man United haven't bid for Gyokeres yet. So why is this noise happening around? And I believe in regards to Gyokeres, I think Gyokeres knows what he's doing. He's just playing the game and dragging this out, to be honest with you. I think it is like a promotional PR campaign. And the players do these things, these PR campaigns to build up their profile. People are talking about them, etc., etc. They love it. At the end of the day, Gyokeres has never seen anything like it. You know, he's at Coventry, then he was at Sporting Lisbon. He's never had this amount of publicity in regards to clubs being interested in him. You know, Arsenal have, you know, the deal is not nearly done with Arsenal, but it could be done. The deal is not nearly done with Man United because we haven't even bid. You know, so that Gyokeres situation is still up in the air. It's becoming a little bit of a farce, guys. And what I believe is that, you know what, we have to sit back. You know what? Analyze what things are going on. And when it gets to the preseason, we're going to say, okay, Gyokeres is there. We are here. One thing is for certain. Ever since we drew Arsenal in the first game of the season, we all know that is a setup. Once we drew Arsenal in the first game of the season, it sort of upped the ante a little bit. Man United need to get these transfers done. We have not got time to be messing about with players who just are interested in PR campaigns. We're not interested in that. We need players who want to play for this football club, who don't want to mess about, and will sign for this football club, and we move on to the next player. Absolutely. That's what I believe. And I think that, you know, it's not that Gyokeres don't want to play for Man United. It's not that he doesn't want to play for Arsenal or wants to play for Arsenal or wants to play for Man United. He's just playing a game. And I think Man United are not in a position to be playing kiddie little games with anyone. And I think right now, we've got a lot of work that needs to be done at this football club. Absolutely. Let's get into some of your comments, guys. I hope you're all doing well. Big up yourselves. Hope everyone is good. Absolutely. Big up Dan. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Frustrated Dan, of course. I'll go through that. Big up Lucky Singh. Jim, D for 64. Good afternoon, Sal. Big up, Jim. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good afternoon. What do you think of Amarim frustration about transfers? Look, I'm going to get into that. Look, you know, this was bound to happen, Natty. You know, at the end of the day, the slowness, the pedestrian manner in which we're going about transfers, in particular, the way we were last season, is unacceptable. I'm not saying that they're not doing anything. I'm saying that it's radio silence, that there could be things going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. But what's key here? What's respect? Communication. Communication is what it's all about in regards to transfers. But we're not communicating with anyone. We're keeping silent. Look, I'm hearing things here. I'm hearing things there. You know, but from the dog's mouth, we're not hearing anything from them. You know, at the end of the day, they're keeping their cards firmly to their chest, guys. So if I get any inkling of any news or anything like that, I'm gonna speak it and I'm gonna say, yes, we are interested in this player, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? At the moment, Man United are obviously sealing the deal with Mbeumo and obviously trying to look for a striker. After that, it does look like Man United are going to look for a goalkeeper. Of course, I've been talking about a goalkeeper all for the last 24 hours, isn't it? Really, realistically. And obviously, I did mention the goalkeeper this morning in regards to Marco Konasechi. You know, I mentioned him first. Others start mentioning him today, as you see on the social media. You know, so at the end of the day, Marco Konasechi is a 25 million euro goalkeeper who currently plays for Atalanta. Very, very good player, 24 years old, been called up to the Italian national team. And that's where I believe we're going to be going. I believe we will be going into the goalkeeper market after we sign the attacking. I think Man United's priority, attack, goalkeeper. We have a big problem in the midfield. I know we do. Man United need a lot of work done. Right wing back, defense. I mean, I sound like a broken record, don't I? You know what I mean? Right wing back, defense. Right wing back, striker, goalkeeper. You know, I might as well make a song about it at the end of the day, the way we're going. Absolutely. Good afternoon, Irfan. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Big up yourself, bro. Hope you're good. Hope family and everything is good with you. Big up, Ricardo. How you doing, brother? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you, mate. Sal, good afternoon. Please don't give me bad news. Hesti Ayani, what's going on? No bad news. There's no bad news at the moment. But what I would say is that no news is bad news, really, isn't it, at the end of the day? But what I'm saying is this. Things are progressing, but as we said with Ineos, what they've already said to us, what we should have listened to them, you know, especially Jim Ratcliffe, we should have said, they basically said it themselves. We're not going to walk to the wrong decision. We're not going to run to the wrong decision. We're going to walk to the right decision. Basically, along those lines, he did, isn't it? And you know what? I think they're not walking. They're crawling at the moment. And when you look at Man United over this last year, we have no time to be crawling to the right decision. We need to get a step on. We need to get moving because this is getting a little bit outrageous, you know, in regards to the fan base and fan bases. The parts of the fans are getting really frustrated. Look, never in my lifetime would I have thought I'd see Man United come 15th in the league, right? I've seen us dominate leagues. I've seen us win trophies. I've seen us win 3 titles in a row, blah, blah, blah. You know, I've seen it all. You know, but the thing is that, you know, the way we are acting right now, we're acting like Liverpool. Liverpool are acting like Man United should be acting, and we're acting like Liverpool should be acting, really. Liverpool have actually torn it apart. You know, if we're going to model ourselves on any club at the moment, it's Liverpool. And I hate to say that because they're getting their deals done. They're getting their deals done sharpest. They're not messing around, you know, and you know, we're going to fall further behind if we don't buck up our ideas and get it done. I don't know what's going on at the end of the day. Mr. Jim Ratcliffe and his $4 billion he had to buy Chelsea. Where's that money? Get that money into the football club and start buying some bloody players and put your hand in your pocket and stop penny pinching and stop organising bloody payment plans with a 0% credit rating. That's basically what it is at the end of the day. We're trying to get a loan with a 0% credit rating. That's what we're doing with all these teams. We're doing it with Brentford now. You know, let's drag this out all the way. I'll tell you what. Can we pay you in installments of £1.75 every single month? That's basically what it is at the moment. Big up, Bill. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Do we need to get Del Boy on board? Oh, Monch 2, do Bill, Monch 2. Absolutely. He would do a better job, mate. Oh, tomorrow, we're going to be millionaires. Yeah, absolutely. That's basically what it is, yeah. Goodness me. I got some art boys. Oh, mate, those are days. If you know, you know. You know. Big up, Bill. Natty, Sal, is there any good news about Gyokeres? Nothing at the moment. So basically what I've been hearing about Gyokeres is that Gyokeres is on holiday, as you can see from the thumbnail, enjoying looking at the stories about himself on his social media, of course. So he's loving it. He's loving life, you know, and he's taking his time. I'm hearing that he's made his choice. He's made his choice. He knows where he's going. But he's not exposing it to anyone. He's not saying anything. He knows where he is going, right? He knows where he's going. He's sitting there on holiday. He's already agreed that where I'm going there, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to chill. And I'm not going to say anything. And these agents like, yeah, keep quiet for now. Don't say anything. Let the rumors spread. Let the PR grow, blah, blah, blah. Builds up your brand, doesn't it, at the end of the day? Sal, what's your positivity like? None. Bill, I don't have any positivity. I'm like basically like a blank book. I'm basically like Gandhi's flip-flop at the moment in regards to positivity, right? Which is dry. Not literally sense, but in a metaphorical sense. Kind of thing, of course. Gandhi's flip-flop, basically. If I was to explain my positivity at the moment, fair play to Gandhi. But what I would say is that, nothing at the moment. Just very cautious, and I'm not getting overly wound up by it, and I'm not getting overly excited by anything at the moment. You know, I've heard things that we're going to get things done. We're going to get things done. I've been hearing that for the last few weeks. We're going to get things done. The Mbeumo deal is done. It's done. Don't worry about it. It's done. It's done. We just need to confirm it. Now, the deadline for the Mbeumo deal. The deadline for the Mbeumo deal is the 30th of June. So by the 30th of June, Man United should have this announced to the world. The 30th of June, of course, the 1st of July is the fiscal year, the first start of the financial year. So I did say it, guys, they're going to wait. They're going to wait. They're not going to worry about what we do. And as some people said in the chat, some of these transfers are going to be dragging out to August. And don't be surprised if they don't. If they do, don't. Because I was here like this time last year. Exactly the same vibe. Last year, we were in exactly the same position. We were saying exactly the same things. Well, they're taking their time. And then they relatively had a decent window. It was okay. It wasn't the best. It was okay. Do you know what I mean? Baba Flossie, what's going on, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Will the Glazers and Inners return back to your 90s glory days? Baba Flossie, we got more chance of me right now coming out as a... I'm not going to say that, but I can't say that. You know, you got more chance of me jumping out the window and flying to Manchester right now than them bringing the 90s days glory back anytime soon. The way they're going, they are literally tortoise pace, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pace to the destination that they want to be in. At the moment, we're starting off at King's Cross St Pancras as a turtle, and our destination is Melbourne, Australia. And we are walking as a tortoise to the destination. That is Mbeumo over there in Australia, Melbourne. And we will be there very soon. Don't worry about it. We will walk to the right destination. We will not run to the wrong destination. Basically what it is at the moment, isn't it? Basically where we stand at the moment, isn't it? And look, you know what? I've been saying that for a long time, though, haven't I, guys? I sound like a broken record. Absolutely. Big up, Jim. Good afternoon, Natty. Big up, everyone, of course. Natty, Sal, you think as a football club waiting for July to sign players? Natty, look, you know what? Most of the players are not going to arrive until July anyway. That is a fact. Hopefully, we have the players in by July the 1st, so we can get on with training in the preseason, because I cannot stress how important it is for Man United to get the players in before the preseason starts, because, you know, we have to work on the tactics. We don't want any excuses next season. I don't want to be going into next season. I don't want to be going into that game against Arsenal thinking, you know what, we haven't had a proper preseason. You know, Ugarte hasn't had a proper preseason, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I don't want to go into that, because I know how important it is, a preseason, you know, because it can be the difference between 15, 20 points, in my opinion. You know, you could be way behind before you've even started the football match. We could start against Arsenal, and we can have an uphill challenge straight away. We can lose to Arsenal, and then we're all of a sudden we're like, damn, we're 3 points behind already. You know what I mean? By the time you know it, we've got Chelsea, we've got Man City. You know, we could be in trouble. But it can work the other way as well. If we get all the players in, we beat Arsenal in the first game of the season, and then we got Chelsea, and then we got Liverpool, you know, and then we got it could go very, very good as well. You know, because Man United could end up winning all these matches and morale boosting. But we're only going to do that if we get the players through the door. Look, I'm not saying that Man United are not going to sign any players, because they're absolutely, that's an exaggeration. Man United will sign players. I know that anyway. I've been told, I know who we're going after, but it's the timing that Man United are going to take. Man United will take their time. And this is the problem with it. You know, and people don't want this. This is too slow for them. You know, but this is Ineos. This is good old Ineos, of course. I've been told, I was told before Ineos took their 27% of the football club that they're going to be great. They're going to buy the club in 2026 fully. I mean, that doesn't look like materializing anytime soon, does it? At the end of the day. So, look, this is what we have. This is who they are. And I know that. I know that because I wanted a full sale. I didn't go to Qatar and that and talk on Qatarian TV if I didn't think this was going to happen. You know, I knew this was going to happen. I knew that the fans would get frustrated. The problem is that people don't want to accept it. They don't want to accept who we're owned by. We're owned by useless people where PR campaigns are going left, right, and center. We've got Omar Barada talking about August, mate. You want August, right? You want to throw away the league title, mate. You want to throw away the league, European football, etc. You want to throw away another 100 million, mate. The only reason we lost that bloody European final is because we didn't back Ruben Amorim in January and get him a striker, did we? And I predicted it in January that, you know what? When it comes to the Europa League final, we'll probably lose because we didn't have a striker and we couldn't score goals. Lo and behold, here we are. Absolutely. Not City complaining at EPL about Liverpool spending breaches at PSR and an intense investigation. A classic case of pot pointing at the kettle. Look, at the end of the day, we all know that sinister things go on in this Premier League. One thing I would say about it is that Liverpool didn't really spend much money last summer, did they? And what has happened is that they've been in the Champions League twice in a row, 2 seasons in a row, and it's 100 million per season. So 100 million per season, 200 million, right? And they've spent it. They're good in their PSR, not anymore probably, but obviously I don't believe in PSR. I don't add any seriousness to PSR or FFP. I think Man United should do their business without having to worry about PSR and FFP. And as I've always said, and I think other people have said it as well, likes of Terry Flewers and people like that, we should just take bite the bullet, breach PSR, breach FFP, worry about the points deduction and money later on, the fines and that later on, just get the business done. But I don't believe they want that. I don't believe they want that. They want to have an excuse. They want to have an excuse that, oh, well, you know what, we're in tough times at the moment. We got no money. That is what it is. That's what they want. And obviously, FFP, PSR, it's going to be an excuse. That's what it is, and they love this as an excuse. This gives the corporate idiots a chance for an excuse, and that is what they're doing at the end of the day. Big up, Kazi. Good afternoon, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, bruv. Good to see you. Big up, Kenny. What's going on, brother? Hope you had a good Saturday, everyone. Big up, George Best 007. Hope you're well. Good to see you, bro. Big up, Ricardo Diaz, of course. Big up yourselves. Absolutely. Smash the likes and subscribe button. Thank you so much, people. Let's keep it smashing. Let's go. We're on our way to 20,000 subscribers. Let's get it in, guys. Let's keep going. Let's keep smashing those likes. Let's keep smashing those subscriptions, guys. And let's beat the powers that be, of course, guys. Absolutely. What's the secret behind Gyokeres? He knows what he's going. He knows where he's going. But they're not announcing it because they're enjoying a little bit of PR. Guys, what that comes with Gyokeres, and it's building up his profile a little bit. Obviously, Gyokeres comes across as a guy who loves the limelight. He loves the limelight. He loves the Instagram. He loves the Twitter. He loves the Facebook. He loves the Bebo. He loves the MySpace. Wherever it is, he loves it. And he's playing games. And what Man United need to do, unless he's already agreed to go to Man United, we did hear about a gentleman's agreement a long time, but we don't know the stipulations within that gentleman's agreement. It could have been if you get into the Champions League, then I will sign for you. But obviously, we didn't. So they're playing games. He's on holiday. He's relaxing. He's chilling, right? And basically, nothing is being said at the moment. They're waiting and keeping people in the suspense. What I firmly believe is that all of these guys, all of these corporate people are just basically waiting for the 1st of July. And what's going to happen is that it's going to go bang, 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 bang. And we're going to be like, oh, he's gone here. He's gone here. He's gone here. Because money talks. Dirty cash, won't you? Big up everyone. Amazing show of ambition of Liverpool this transfer so far. Man United is way behind. You know what? I heard somewhere, Pearl, big up Pearl. I heard someone say to me, we should look at Chelsea. We need to look at Liverpool. Look at the way Liverpool do their deals. And believe me, that hurts. That hurts me deep in my soul, guys. It does. When I say that we have to look at Liverpool, the way Liverpool do their business, I mean, it's just like my head is like, boof. It's like 40 years of, Liverpool, I have to turn around and eat some humble pie, because at the end of the day, Liverpool are doing things the way Man United are doing it. Liverpool are acting how Man United should be acting now, right? We're acting how Liverpool should be acting now, because Liverpool won the league. They're cool. We came 15th. We need to move on. Look, as I said, I'm not saying that we're not going to move on. I'm not saying that we're not going to sign any players and stuff like that. I think we will. I just believe that we're going to do it too late. I don't believe that the players are going to be in before the preseason, which is imperative. It's important, because when we go into the States and we play Leeds United on the 19th of July, we're going to work on tactics. We're going to work on right wing back. We're going to work on the three at the back. We're going to work on the strikers and stuff like that. If we haven't got the team in there, it defeats the point. It's counterproductive, isn't it? But Liverpool are doing their business. City are doing their business as they always do, of course. Look, Arsenal have only signed one player, so we can say that. We can throw that back at them. They've only signed one player. We signed one player, but Arsenal in a much better position than us in regards to the way their team is settled and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Big up, Pearl. Well, I hope you're doing well. Absolutely. Big up, no secret. There is simply no proposal. Sal, another channel I follow, Man United Review, came out with the past 10 years in the transfer market. We have only bought one player into June of 5 of those years. Yeah, Bill, this is exactly what it is. And notoriously, Man United have not done business in June. I would say that like quite confidently, and even off my head. I can't remember many transfers going through in June and getting transfers done early. I can't remember many, right? And as Bill says there, not many players come in June. Man United are an August team. We've always been an August team. We've always been a July team, mid-July sort of team. Do you know what I mean? If not September, Rooney, you know what I mean? And players like that. So look, what I would say is that the problem these days is that Man United are in a position where we cannot be wasting any more time. We cannot be resting on our laurels because we came 15th. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. And there we go, And there is many secrets, by the way, Ricardo. Just because you're Portuguese doesn't mean you know everything, brother. You know what I mean? There is many secrets, and he's being a prick at the end of the day. Ineos and Glazers are out. Big up, Stephen Maguire. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Irfan, according to some reports, United is always slow because they are closing commercial deals, funding transfers. I'm not saying it is, but it helps to make sure they are. I mean, at the end of the day, Man United are a business right now, aren't they? They're a business. And, they're running things like a business, like they are. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, And, so there you go. That is what they're doing. Lights, big up, Steve. How you doing, my friend? Steve, good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Gyokeres, Derby, big up, Kenny. Absolutely. Fan United do make sure they have the funds. A bit of a go said he will not say anything until he's ready. He is aware of a lot of these rumors. I guess he is waiting for United. Man, he'd be waiting for a very long time, Fan. Looks like Anthony could be the first outgoing. He's looking at the set. Yep, he is. He's the only one that really wants to play football, of course. At the end of the day. Hi, what's up? Big up, Rajat. Ricardo. I do not agree, and it does not make sense for an agent to devalue a player 4%. I've never seen a case like this. The agent has not yet presented a single official proposal to Sporting, but the agent has said that he's rejected Manchester United. The agent has gone out and spoke a lot of crap about Manchester United, about he doesn't want to sign for Man United. The agent has done that, and I've spoken to proper, respected journalists, Ricardo. I haven't spoken to Jose around the corner. I've spoken to proper journalists, mate. So, you know what I mean? There you are. At the end of the day, Mr. Sporting Lisbon. So Anthony is more ambitional, and then Rashford and Sancho, two of them make the club ransom. Absolutely. More ambition than Rashford. He does. He actually wants to play football. That's the end of the day. Absolutely. Big up, Rajat. He got no offer, not from us. No, but I'm telling you right now, Gyokeres knows where he's going, where he wants to go. No offer is on the table yet, but Gyokeres knows where he's going. He knows what his choice is, right? Whether it's Arsenal, whether it's Man United, he's not been declared that. And this is exactly what I'm saying. This is the secret I'm talking about. And that is a secret because he's not telling anyone. I'm telling you right now, speaking of some people who know him from Coventry City, who played for, right? He knows where he's going, right? At the end of the day. So we have to wait and see. Samuel, good afternoon, guys. Please tell me about Man United update. Big up, Samuel. Big up. Hope you're doing well. The biggest problem with Manchester United is neglecting the one position for another season. That's the problem. And this is exactly what Ruben Amorim was already stressed. He's already said it. You know what I mean? He's already said that we're not going to get all the deals done, at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Absolutely. If it's rumored Liverpool is found guilty, it will lead to a possible points deduction since we use their 5th 1-for-5 defense in the Premier League. It's going to take ages, brother. Fan, it's going to take ages. You know what they're like with Liverpool and Man City. They don't really care, do they? They don't really give a damn about Liverpool, mate. It's only when Man United get involved. When Man United get involved, they're all on it. They're all over it. When Man United get involved, and if I tell you what, if we broke 115, we would have been already in the League 2 by now, mate. Absolutely. Natty, Sal, can you be happy if we sign goalkeeper and a striker? We need a lot more. Obviously, if we sign Mbeumo, a striker, and basically a right wing back or a goalkeeper, yeah. It's content, isn't it? Happy is a completely different thing, of course. Big up, Randy. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Sal, did you see that Onana scored that a left winger can play in? Come on, serious. Absolutely. Big up, Sal. The United shirt behind you, is it your favorite? Mine has to be the shirt for the European Cup final, Bayern, and also the blue 199 shirt, which with Pratt I gave away. The blue 99 away shirt. The blue 99 away shirt wasn't bad. Blue, white, and black, wasn't it? I like the 99 one. I never had the red one, the 99 one. I had the white one with the sort of spaceship, big logo. I had that one. That's in London at the moment. This is one of my favorites because it represents my first football jersey that I actually had at Man United. When I started supporting Man United, it represented my first jersey, and it was like a sort of an official, like a you've been blessed, blah blah blah. It's sort of an official sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, spot on. Big up, Toby. How you doing, Toby? Hope you're doing well. Big up yourself. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying spot on to, but whatever. Anthony Santos are letting go 25 million ball. Big up, Lucky Singh. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Little still enjoying Coutinho's buddy. 150 million. You know what I mean? 150 million they sold him. You know what I mean? They got rid of their players though, Irfan, didn't they? They didn't hold on to him. Do you know what I mean? They got rid of him. You know what I mean? And it worked for them. So they got 200 million for the Champions League. Let's not forget that. 2 years, 200 million. Begs belief, isn't it, that Arsenal haven't spent no money much anyway. Where they got Super Mendy, but that's right. So if we are owned by Ineos and the debt is gone, do you think the transfers will change? Yes, because Man United. No, the only way it's going to change. No, let me correct this. The only way it's going to change is if Ineos clear the debt. That's the only way it's going to change. If they clear the debt, Natty, our FFP, our PSR will suddenly go quatum like this. We already can spend 250 million FFP PSR. We can already do that with the debt, with everything and there, because we accumulate enough money. Now, imagine we had no debt. Imagine we had no transfers that are old. That is the difference. Having Jim Ratcliffe in charge of Man United won't make a difference. But if he cleared the debt, then then it will make a difference. It'll make a huge difference. Absolutely. Don't give a damn about Paul, to be honest. Or we have to, mate, because they're going to be giving a damn about us when they're bantering us, all that. If he likes attention so much, then Man United is the right club. Big up Hesty. It's true. It is true. He does like the attention. Absolutely. Hello, Paul. What's going on? Paul Plays. Long time no see. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Natty. Big up, Sal. You're enjoyable the way you speak, and you have a humanity. Big up. Thank you, Natty. I hope we will celebrate your growth and Premier League victory. Thank you so much, Natty. Look, I don't want people coming on this channel because I do this for a living, guys. I do call a lot of people. I do speak to a lot of people. I've been in football a very long time. You know, I don't just come on it and speak a load of garbage. And someone, you know what I mean. Just because I'm English doesn't mean I know about, you know what I mean, Gordon from Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, look, I make a lot of phone calls. I do it. We have a lot of self-righteous people saying, no, that's not true. Why is it not true? Who told you that? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it just did. But thank you for the compliments. It's really, really friendly and generous of you, Natty. Thank you so much, brother. You are absolute legend. Big up. Chris. Yes, my guy. What's going on, Chris? Long time no see. Where have you been? What's going on? I hope you're doing well. Karina, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well, pal. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Good to see you again. Gyokeres giving a confidential. Look at his picture, Kenny. Look at the indirect. You got to look at it. Those who know. Absolutely. Randy, hey, big up. Hey, Sal, big up Stephanie. What's going on, Steph? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Yeah, spot on the media, Liverpool lovers. Absolutely. If this was Man United right now, spending all that money that they've spent, it would be absolutely pandemonium, wouldn't it? It'd be pandemonium. Oh, Man United are buying success. They're buying it. They're overspending. Rah. You know what I mean? Madness at the end of the day. Guys, absolutely. Maybe Onana can play left wing number 10. My goodness me. Serious. Come on, guys. Be serious. Big up. Blah, blah, blah. Ricardo, Yes, I agree on that. Gyokeres knows where he wants to go. There must have already been an approaches and question. Is this normal offers? Official offers must be communicated to the CMVM. No official offers have come in, Ricardo. There have been inquiries about it, but I know where Gyokeres wants to go. You know, well, I don't know, to be honest with you. I lie. I know that he has made his decision on where he wants to go. That is what it is, and we're waiting. We're waiting for the offer. Man United have not made any offers for Gyokeres yet. And as much as we should, we're not going to make an offer for Gyokeres yet until we got Mbeumo through the door. Mbeumo needs to be done, you know, and we have to wait and see. But I'm hearing a lot different from other people. There have been a lot of inquiries about Gyokeres at the moment. An offer has not been placed on the table, although money has been discussed, you know, and obviously the 60 million plus 10 million in add-ons is a leak from his incompetent agent, right? And that is what it is. And we know all about the agent because he's the agent of Lindelof, right? Victor Lindelof. So at the end of the day, look, you know, the noises that are coming out of Gyokeres' camp, for me, you know, is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I'm going to sign. I'm not going to sign. I want Arsenal. I don't want Arsenal. You know, it doesn't matter about Champions League. Blah, blah, blah. You know? Big up, Brighton. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Manchester United board are too slow just for signing in the league starts and produce some more poor results. Blame the coach. This is the problem, isn't it, Brighton? This is the problem. We don't get the players in. You know, we don't get the players in. Okay, they're going to blame the coach. They're going to blame the coach. Absolutely. Ajay, looking like Gyokeres wants to go to England and Premier League, but if not join Arsenal, then maybe Man United bound. Yeah, well, we have to wait and see, of course, guys. We have to wait and see. You know, if he is Man United bound, let's hopefully he is. That would be fantastic. But at the end of the day, I don't want Man United to be led on a wild goose chase all summer. We've been there before, Rajat. You know, we've been there before on this wild goose chase. You know, every summer we get this wild goose chase. We don't want that. You know, we don't. As much as I like Gyokeres, as much as I like him, I don't want to be led on a merry-go-round, of course. Big up, Stephanie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Players are on holiday enjoying themselves, and we are going on and on. Randy, yeah, absolutely. Good for them. Let the guys enjoy their holiday. Randy, listen, why don't you go on their holiday and serve them some lovely glass of champagne or sparkling water, because that's the closest you'll get, Randy. Absolutely. So you're a legend, mate. Let the haters hate. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much, Karina. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Absolutely. Hello, bro. Yes, why, Scott? What's going on? So, concrete terms. Your guys doesn't want us. That's right. I think it's our team's fault for not being able to support the sporting project with the UEFA Champions League. They sabotaged everything. There you go. That's your opinion, you Scott. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining the stream. All good, you. Yeah, just hot at the weather at the moment. Believe in Mbeumo do is done from July. Yeah. It could be. It could be that case. It could be that case. But I know that deal's done. That deal's done. We're just waiting to announce it. Sal, I do not think Arsenal shirt is good for him. Gyokeres come to us with that shirt and you are making the wrong decision. I agree with that, Natty. I don't think Arsenal's the right club for him. I really don't. Paul, as an editor, Sal, do you mind if I make thumbnails for your YouTube lives? You can send me some. Send me some on Twitter and stuff like that. I usually do my own. I do my own, Paul. You know what I mean? Send me some. If you got some, send me them. Let me know. Have a look. Yeah, definitely. You're on my Twitter. If not, email me or something like that. I'll write the email down here. No, I won't write here. I'll write in a private message or something like that to you or something. Or just email me some of them and I'll get back to you, brother. As always, big up, Paul. Finishing 15th and losing the Europa League final for mentality and physically tired. Tottenham is the height of exaggeration. They take us fans for rubbish. Why, Scott? I supported this football club for nearly 40 years, by guy. Right? Let me tell you this, right? I talk about Man United. I know everything about Man United. I've seen every final. I've been to over 500 games. It was the worst final I've ever seen in my life. And it was a final that hurt me, like proper hurt me, because it's Tottenham, and I'm not shying away. Nobody in this stream, nobody in this community is shying away from what happened against Tottenham, right? What needs to happen now is that we need a preseason that matches our ambitions for next season, because that was unacceptable, right? And we need things to happen. Absolutely. Greetings to you and your family. So big up, fam. Big up, my friend. Big up, of course. Hello, Sal. Do you think we ever have a proper owners? I hope for this day. Just think of the difference. Peace, brother. Your channel will grow from strength to strength because you are the best. Thank you, Miles. Thank you, Miles, for the lovely compliments, my friend. Really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone who compliments the channel. We are family in this channel, guys. Let me tell you that. It's not just me. It's you guys. You guys are the life and soul of the channel. And you know what I would say? I'm nothing without you guys. You guys are the best, guys. Honest to God. I tell you that right now. On a Saturday, I'm telling you sober. You guys are the best. Absolutely. Big up. Irfan, footnote. For a global event, the car is a joke. By Irfan, it is a joke. I concur. Absolutely. That I big up on that one. Absolutely. Go outside, suck some grass, mate. It's nice outside. LB, I live in the UAE. I witnessed 365 days of sunshine a day. Do you know what the weather is right now where I am, mate? Hate to make you sound bitter. But let me just show you the weather where I am right now. Right? That's it. Look, it is 7:41 in the evening. 34 degrees, guys. By the way, that's back to front because obviously it is a thing, just in case you don't know that. But it's 34 degrees, mate. I don't need to touch grass. You know what I mean? I have a very big garden and a swimming pool, mate. I touch grass all day. So at the end of the day, you wanna come on with your cheeky little implosive comments? That's up to you, mate. I love you. Take it easy. Big up LB 1998. So you must be 27 then. Rajat, what left back? Get off your phone. What? What's that? What left back? Let LB get off your phone. What's that? Big up. Spot on, bro. Big up, my friends. Absolutely. We are marching on, Randy. You. Sal, do you think if Ten Hag was in charge of the final, do you think we win? Natty, let me tell you something about, hindsight and hypothetical scenarios is all what it is, isn't it? How do we know that? How do we know he would have beaten Athletic Bilbao? How do we know he would have beaten Lyon? How do we know? We don't know. How do we know he would have put Harry Maguire up front to beat Lyon? My honest opinion in regards to that, I don't know. If I knew, you know what I mean, I would be a magician, isn't it? At the end of the day. In regards to cup competitions, Erik ten Hag is a very good. Do I think he would have beaten Tottenham? Not necessarily, no. Because at the end of the day, we can't put the ball in the back of the net. And under Erik ten Hag, we couldn't put the ball in the back of the net either, could we? You know what I mean? At the end of the day. 33 likes. Come on, guys. Thank you, Randy. Big up yourself. Unlike channels like United Stand want our money, I like people like you who talk to anyone. Big up to you and your channel fan, 32 years. Chris Johnson, I love hearing from Man United fans. It's all about that for me. It's all about Man United fans for me. I like to hear, because I live in the UAE, guys, right? And I don't get to speak to Man United fans. There's not many here. There's not many Man City fans either, by the way. But what I would say is that I get a chance to speak to people from all around the world. I'm in such a lucky position to be speaking to Man United fans from around the world. I've got people from New Zealand to Ghana, to Kenya, to Nairobi, to Tanzania, to, all over Europe, to Germany and stuff like that. It does blow my mind, to be honest with you. And it's so great to talk to people in regards to that. But thank you. I like United Stand, but obviously United Stand have hundreds of thousands of messages every single day. It'd be very difficult to read those out. But I'm always going to remember the people that were here from the first minute, from the first day, of course, and I'll never forget that. Big up, Sal. Did you see the Rashford video talking about Spain and wanting to play with Yamal? It's embarrassing, mate. EC, it's becoming a little bit embarrassing, isn't it? It's becoming like he's kind of begging at the moment, guys. Rashford is begging Barcelona at the moment. Do we really want a player like that, begging another football team before they've even put in a bid for you? Do we really want that? Do we want players who play for Man United begging? Sad, isn't it? Really sad existence. Man United is finding 5 players this window. Watch this space. Hans. I hope you're right, my friend. Huss. How do I say your name? Sorry, brother. Hassanes. Afternoon. I've actually met his agent, Ricardo Diaz, the Turkish. Yeah. I met him in Istanbul, mate. Had a good chat. he's a strange fella. Afternoon, Sal. Oh, just got home. Anything happening? Big up Yorkshire Cowboy. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I'm very well, my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Look, you know what? There are some agents, for example, Hassan Setinkaya, which is his name. If that's how you pronounce it. Met the guy in Istanbul when I was talking about Turkish football and that, and spoke on Turkish television and stuff like that. Those who know, of course, guys. But yeah, he's a Swedish former player, and now he's an agent. So that's hence the reason he's in Turkey, because he's half Turkish, but also hence the reason he's a Lindelof and he's the Gyokeres agent, because he's Swedish by birth, guys. So at the end of the day, that is why, guys. But I met him in Turkey. Raja, why did Shaw have to start? Not like it makes any difference. I mean, look, you know what? What I would say, Raja, when I think about it, when I keep thinking about it, it's just going to ruin my day, mate. It's just going to ruin my day. I'm just not in the mood. No, I think about it and it annoys me. It frustrates me because I think about what might have been. But I don't necessarily think, look, well, I do. But the goal was conceded by Onana. Onana should have saved it. But Bruno gave away the ball and Shaw should have been covering his man. It was a whole host of mistakes, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. Good afternoon, Stephanie and Chris and everyone like that. Of course, it'll always make you laugh. It's a buzz phrase on the internet and social media. Go touch some grass. The problem with this is that the people who say that are the ones with the shabbiest. Yes. Exactly. Oh, love you. Big up, my Scott. Big up, my friend. You said it there, mate. You know what I mean? Telling me to touch grass, mate. You know what I've been today? You know what I went to see today? I went to see a movie called The Life of Chuck. The Life of Chuck. Very good. Very good movie. I went to see that today in a place called Alcana. It's very, very beautiful, guys. Absolutely. Whenever you guys are in the UAE, let me know and we will touch some grass, if you know what I mean. Big up. It always make you laugh, and for them to raise the internet media, go and touch some guys. Absolutely. Big up, you, Scott. Big up, my friend. Big up, my friend. Of course. Where's Grayo? I don't know, Randy, where Grayo is today. Absolutely not. Big up, Grayo. Big up, Sal. Big up, Danny B. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're well, of course. Big up, Sal. He's engaging with Madrid now. Is he really? Is he really engaging with Madrid? Really? You know what? Delusions of grandeur. Delusions of grandeur. Delusions of grandeur. Actually, not ganja. We don't want delusions of ganja because ganja is something else. But delusions of grandeur is the one we're talking about. And that is Marcus Rashford to a T, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. Marcus Rashford. Sal, what country do you want to see? What country do I want to see? I've been almost everywhere, mate. If I wanted to go to a country, what I would like to do is I would like to go to either Fiji. I would like to go to also Argentina. And I want to see Boca Juniors against River Plate. That's what I want to do. I want to do that, yeah. EC, to those who think Ten Hag would have won the final, well, if your aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. if my gran had wheels, she'd be a bike. I know, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. Big up Y Scott, my bro. Big up yourself. When our next friendly, 19th of July, Chris, against Leeds United in America. Absolutely. Delusions of ganja. That's what I think some people are on delusions of ganja today, Ghazi. I think they are. Absolutely. They're definitely on the delusions of ganja. Absolutely. It's not here. I got to be careful what I say. I got to be careful. I'm going to have some people knocking on my door in a bit. You guys. Absolutely, guys. Yeah. No, you know what? Whatever happens, whatever happens. What will be, will be. Yeah. And we have to wait and see. How can you expect to play for Barca and then offer himself to the rival? My God, that is a good point, isn't it, Esty? I can't fathom where his brain is at the moment. I really don't. It is crazy, to be honest, man. It really is. It is really mad the way that he goes on. I think he actually believes. I mean, the problem is. Let me tell you the problem, right? His agent is basically his brother. So his brother's probably been blowing smoke up his backside for a long time. Do you know what I mean? And he probably believes it. You know. He's been told he's magnificent his whole life. Oh, you're great, Marcus. You're wonderful, Marcus. He's probably been told that his whole life, of course. Absolutely. So big up. Big up, Sal. Big up, LT. What's going on? Do you think we're getting Mbeumo and a striker in time for the preseason? At least a preseason. I think we're getting Mbeumo. By the time preseason starts, I think we're getting Mbeumo. Will we get a striker? If I was a betting man right now, which I'm not, but anymore, I would say no. We won't get it yet, but that's not to say we won't get a striker. I don't think we're getting by the 7th of July when preseason and when we're training for preseason, which is the 7th of July. By the 19th, it's difficult to say. I say no. I say we're going to get Mbeumo and we're going to be waiting all month for a striker. That's how I feel. At the moment. Chris, hopefully we'll get players in by then. Hopefully, Chris. Hopefully, my friend. Hopefully. So I'll be in the UAE end of the year. I'll have a gift to post out to you when I'm there. Big up, EC. Let me know when you're here, brother. Let me know when you're here. I'm in Abu Dhabi, by the way. So, you know what I mean? Dabbing in Dhabi. Dabbing. Absolutely. Thank you so much, EC. You legend. Thank you, bro. Rajat, no. Imagine flirting with someone and then they say, "No, I don't want you, mate." They didn't even put in 39 likes, guys. 39 likes. Can we get to 50? Really? Can we? Come on. Maybe we have. Maybe that message is old. Maybe we'll get a centre forward and another goalkeeper in and Altobino will have to leave. That's true, Rajat. Could be. Yeah, EC, yeah, let me know when you're there. Only about an hour away, so it's not that far away. Absolutely not. Not that far away, but let me know. Of course, guys, absolutely. But, guys, I want to thank everyone. I'm going to wrap it up. It's been a great show. Look, at the end of the day, there's going to be a lot of noises over this last few weeks, and it's up to us to separate the truth from the fiction. And we can't be totally neglecting everything we hear just because we don't agree with it. What the most important thing for us to do is, look at things in a cautious way, sometimes cautiously zealous, I call it, cautiously zealous or cautiously optimistic, I would say. And, there is going to be a lot of news coming out. And just because it's the news doesn't come true, doesn't mean it's not true, if you know what I mean. If we're after a player, doesn't mean we're not after a player if we don't get that player, for example, but we are in for them. They might just not choose us. Absolutely. Danny B. Are we allowed to business with Nice Sal? If we are, there is a little problems with Danny B in regards to that. I think it's really complicated, but yes. Ignore it. This has been done with Salzburg and Leipzig for years. I don't think there's any problem in regards to that. As soon as it's Man United, it becomes a problem, doesn't it? At the end of the day, big up Natty. In terms of the sales of Mbeumo's 4 in order, Anthony, then Garnacho, then Sancho loan, and then Sir Rashford. Problem is, LT, is that I would sell Sancho and Rashford first, but they won't go. It's the problem. Great show, everyone. Please drop a like on the way out. Leave a comment in the non-live. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Hope you're doing well. Big up yourself. Cheers, Sal. Worked in Sharjah, Kuwait, Gyokeres Island, Iran in oil, gas. You must be loaded, Bill. You must be loaded. Sharjah, yeah. I haven't been to Sharjah yet. Definitely. I haven't been there yet. I've been to Al Ain. I've been to, obviously, loads of times to Dubai. I live in Abu Dhabi at the moment. I should be doing some shows. Out here, get Man United fans and just interview them and stuff like that. What is life like as a Man United fan in the Middle East and things like that? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I will be in Qatar in July, and then I'm going to Italy as well. And hopefully we get some breaking news, guys. And we'll separate the rubbish from the truth, of course, guys. Absolutely. Thank you, everyone. You absolute legends. Have a great day, night, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. Much love to you all. We don't always agree. But what is most important is that we have respect. Take it easy, guys. Have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm Sal Warner. This is Chatterbox. See you soon. If nothing else breaks, of course. I will be live if something else breaks. So, guys, before I go, don't forget to put your notifications on. So when I go live, you guys will know about it firsthand, guys. Absolutely. And we will be live in the flesh. Absolutely, guys. Take it easy, guys. See you very soon. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Break it dawn. Take it easy. Peace.